All right, so on today's edition of Not So Great Depression Cooking with Gian, we're going to talk about Polish freedom juice. This is a tough recipe. There's a lot of steps to it. I'm going to need you to hang tight. You might want to grab a pen and paper and start writing things down. But basically, if you ever went by my grandparents' house on my dad's side, they always had a pitcher of Polish freedom juice in the fridge. I mean, if it wasn't there, there was an issue. And it's a great product. It will give you energy. It has the things that most energy drinks really do. It's all it really is. And it's fairly easy to make, but there's a lot of steps to this recipe. But basically, here it is: iced tea, Polish freedom juice. It's easy. You take 10 tea bags, you put them in there, you put the lid on it, you put it in the fridge. You don't even need the sun, just stick that right in the fridge. All right, and then leave the tea bags in there, and first a couple shots, you might want to even throw a little bit more water in there as you're drinking it down. And then once the tea bags are no longer dangling in the water, then you throw them out. That's what I just did. But basically, just caffeine and water. It will do the same thing any other energy drink will do. If you really like measuring and you need to put some sugar in there, you probably like measuring. But anyway, secret recipe right there. And it's got some frog on my generic tea bag, so I'm sure it's environmentally sound. But the reason I call it Polish freedom juice is there's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now between the Illuminati flu and all. There's a lot of unrest in the world, and it's serious. In a lot of the ways that I learned to do these things that I'm showing you are from my grandparents, and specifically my grandfather on my dad's side did a lot of this stuff, or ingrained it in my head a little bit. He grew up kind of poor. My great-grandfather on that side basically had fled Poland and came to the United States. And then it was one of those situations where you get out of the frying pan and you get into the fire, And basically when my grandfather was a child, at one point because of a labor dispute, his family was living in the woods because back then whoever you worked for owned your everything, and you just signed your whole life away to the company. And if you had a labor strike or something like that, you didn't live in the company house anymore. You hit the woods and you fought it out, and that's what they did. And it had a lasting impact on my grandfather. He definitely learned. You gotta learn. That's And generationally, he taught me. And, when everything started going topsy-turvy and COVID hit and all this, I did have a sense of security and a sense of I'll always be free because I know how to do these simple things, and I know how to live really cheap, and I know how to live on next to nothing. This 100 tea bags that's going to give me some kind of flavored water I can drink that's weeks for a couple dollars. All this stuff, you can live next to nothing. So in these uncertain times, and like anything else, money is freedom. If you give yourself to get money, so the more of your money you keep, the more free you actually get to be. So that's Polish freedom juice on Not So Great Depression Cooking with Jan. So I hope you learned something, and make some iced tea and keep more money in your pocket and be able to do the things that you really want to do, not just give up money to some stupid company so you could buy a soda. All right, have a great day, live your life, enjoy.